Yeah, this gonna be good. This gonna be fun. We're gonna enjoy this one. We're gonna enjoy this one. Get the music right. Get the music. Oh man, I appreciate y'all pulling up on your boy. Welcome to another Kush Equilibrium. I am your always smoking host. Oops, great. Like, I'm gonna enjoy this quite a bit. We got some good drinks, good smoke, good conversation. Everything good. Everything good. Like I said, I appreciate y'all pulling up for another smoke break while we talk about this hip hop thing. Same routine, different day. See the bottom of the screen? You see the bottom of the screen. Let me change this question though. This question from a whole different episode. Hold on. You know, I ain't gonna do no. I'm just gonna throw the questions out there as we go through the show. But you see the bottom of the screen. Help me take care of the YouTube police. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, and keep them off my back. That's all that is. And it's for the free ski. It's for the free ski. I'm gonna ask random questions throughout the show, so we ain't gonna put no questions down there because, like, the show itself today just got so many different intricate little. Now, I said we got some good smoke, and I owe y'all an apology because we care about our smoke around these parts. Shout out to my little sis, man. Put up on bro. On me. See if I can get it on the screen. We got Stizzies in the house. Said we got Stizzies in the house tonight. Pineapple Express. You know. If you don't know, well, it's a shame on you. But let's get to the side A of things. Cyhi The Prynce. I probably could have left that question up there. I forgot I rearranged some things, but whatever. Y'all heard of this, I've heard around the world. So we ain't got to rehash it. But I found an interesting conversation to ask some questions that I didn't take the time to ask myself when the shots rang out. So let's get to this reaction. Pull that down a little bit so y'all can think. Let's get to side A.
Enough of the pleasantries.
Thank you.
You have a different perspective on the Cyhi situation. I think it's a little cloudy. I respect the distance, but I think it's a little cloudy. Mickey, let me know why I might be wrong in having that perspective.
I mean,
boy, he get cracking. You heard his opening salvo. Heard the opening salvo. Little cloudy, little clout chasing going on here. Don't be scared to have an opinion. This is the grown folks are. Y'all done came in from the club or came in from work, whatever the case may be. Kiddies in the bed. It's your grown folks time. This is our grown folks time. So don't be scared to speak your mind. That's what the comment section is for. In this moment with what J. Cole got going on right now, he got some motion going on. I can't, regardless how I feel about him backing out of that battle and whatnot, I can't front. He got some motion going on. I don't like the way he's going about it, but he got some motion going. So with the timing being what it is, Cyhi The Prynce trying to ride J. Cole's wave. Trying to figure out if I should put a pause there. Let's put a pause there just in case. When you put ride in a conversation with two men, it always come out weird. But is he riding another grown man's wave? Pause again. Let's see what they got to say.
I personally feel that this is hip hop.
Okay.
And I don't know if niggas need a reason to diss niggas, man. I'm sorry. As a rapper, I don't know if niggas need reasons, bro. Like,
this is the most, so far, the most honest statement made about this. Since when was there a list of qualifications to diss somebody? When did we have to put in applications? Now the NBA got the trade deadline. When is the diss deadline? Just saying, I'm just asking questions that I wasn't asking prior to watching the Rap Roundtable. And shout out to the Rap Roundtable. They be having some pretty dope conversations. So let's see what else they got to say.
niggas don't be needing reasons, bro. Like, I think this era that we in, these niggas are soft, man. I'm sorry, these niggas are soft, man.
No.
Cause look, man.
Wow.
Look at why Jay dissed Nas. Jay dissed Nas because Nas didn't show up to the studio. Jay dissed Nas.
You felt like Nas was big time for him. I remember that.
Because Nas didn't show up to the studio.
A lot of people not privy to that lore, you know?
You know what I'm saying? Like, Kendrick.
It felt like Nas wasn't feeling him.
Kendrick named about 12 MCs for no reason at all. And niggas said, this is the greatest moment of all time. he
Was anybody else reacting that way? When God went about setting the record straight on where he thought he stood compared to everybody else, I wasn't tripping. Those of us that's Kendrick fans was like, well, kind of saying what we already thought. He just said you know how you say the quiet part out loud? Doc pretty much said the quiet part out loud. But I always thought, like, if you really think you a real MC, like if you really about the competition of it all, aren't you supposed to beat your chest? And talk your 1-2, as my little sissy poo would say, she quick to say, hey, go on and talk your 1-2 then before I say something. You talking, that man talking this 1-2. So to see a couple of different outlets in these here YouTube streets apparently feel some type of way about Cyhi, like, yo, he's just doing this because Cole got something going on and he trying to attach himself to Cole to get some buzz going about him because his career ain't go as well as he thought it would and all this whoop. Or that man feels some type of way and you feel like this is how you need to go about letting his feelings be known. Let's get to it.
there was no reason except for I just want competition. And the same niggas was like, yes. Drake didn't like that, and that's why they have beef. Like, we older. Everyone on this call is older. We all got grays in our hair. We remember.
We lived through it all.
We lived through the P Cutter mixtapes. You didn't need a reason to diss anybody. Why do we need a reason? Now listen, the reason might be clout chasey. It might be 10 years old. But fuck it, I'm with the smoke. I want smoke. Right. I like seeing smoke.
But Mickey, hold on, but wait. The man puts out the tweet, puts out a record, following weekend puts out another record, all while J. Cole is rolling out. Should we not be suspicious of the purpose behind it? The chase and trend? You don't gotta be suspicious.
First of all, he said niggas dropped out of college and became lyricists or rappers. J. Cole graduated from college. He wasn't talking about Cole. The people made it about Cole. J. Cole fans made it about Cole. I watched the whole.
I didn't catch on to that part because I'm not overtly a Cole fan. Cole got solid music, but I'm not like a fan like that. Like, but I'm not gonna be like, hey man, don't put that J. Cole. That sounds stupid too. I didn't catch that little part. That's probably the problem with, consuming music when your first and second listen to something is when you smoking. Hey, I catch some things and I miss some other things. It is what it is.
whole thing unfold. Now, what I will say,
They thought it was you for a second. Not to mention.
They thought it was me, but then, you know.
This just popped in my head, though. Because he said, in his opinion, it's the J. Cole fans that were instantly drawn to, hey, he shooting at us. You know, stands be like, whoever they a fan of, it's us. Like that slave mentality. We sick, you know. Why would a J. Cole fan do that? Bigging up the album, doing the tour, handing out CDs out the trunk, out the Honda Civic, real everyday manish. I done made my feelings known about that, but whatever. That's his move. That's his move. But why everything is roses right now for the J. Cole fandom. So why allow this man's beef, cipher, beef, diss track, whatever, enter into your circumference in a moment of bliss for the Colonites or whatever they call themselves? I don't know what is his fan, what you know, everybody fan base got a special name. But it makes me wonder, like, do even J. Cole fans stands? Let me be clear. The hardcore J. Cole stance, is this their way of subtly, to some degree, admitting, hey, we need to make right that battle day, man. We need that one turn up and go moment, so we can go back to really saying our man is the GOAT. Sometimes your fan base it will tell you something, and them clamoring or being the first to clamor towards, hey, he coming at us. We ain't scared of whoop-de-whoop. Like, okay. If your fan base is saying or giving you indicators that they may feel like, hey, you need to really stump somebody out lyrically real quick, going to get this over with, and we can go back to talking to the K-Dot fans crazy, like, yeah, I think y'all man number one. Your man beat up on Drake. My man beat up on Cyhi The Prynce. What's a better win? That's a good question. What's a better win? Let's say, hypothetically, if Drake was to really get the clapping at Cyhi The Prynce, right? They have a back and forth, and at the end of that back and forth, the masses deem J. Cole the victor. What's a better victory? Taking down Cyhi The Prynce or taking down Drake? Y'all let me know. And why? Don't just throw a name out there and they don't got a reason. Give a reason. But let's finish this out so we get to the side B.
I said, what's up? What we doing? And he said, don't get me in trouble with Mickey. That's what he said. So I'm not lying. That's my guy.
No, I understand.
Don't get me in. That's his exact word. I got the screenshot.
These are two Shinobis having a conversation. I understand.
Are you saying he don't want that smoke? Is that what
I'm
saying?
I'm saying what he said.
All right. Copy.
Do you want to see what he said?
I'm asking questions.
Would you like to see what he said?
I'm good.
Oh, okay, I'm just asking. Because I didn't say he was scared or he wanted to smoke. I'm saying what he said. Right? Now, in terms of where Cyhi messed up at, and where I can agree with all of y'all, is he fed the trolls. He fed the trolls. Cyhi is a quiet guy, like almost too quiet. So to see him every day for like 10 to 12 days interacting with the trolls, I was like, oh, you really, like, why are you doing this? Because he went viral. He went viral 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know, and then to see him like responding to people,
I don't like that part.
And then like he got,
I don't like that part at all, man. But, and this is me stepping back and like, now you can have an instant opinion, like in the heat of, I don't want to say the heat of the moment, but like the moment you watch something or see like or hear something or gain some new information or something, you initially have an opinion like out the gate, like what the. And out the gate, I'm like, man, that's mighty hoish. I don't look. I'm very consistent about the whole trolling thing. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it. I don't think the act of or art of trolling is manly. It's really juvenile-ish. Like I that's it ties into the whole thing. Adult men just playing too much. It's not just the trolling. There's other aspects of it too. And like 50 Cent the worst of them. That's why I was so happy T.I. jumped on his head top. But having a couple days to think about it, because he don't seem like somebody that really, and even they just kind of hinted at it or talked about like he don't really carry himself in that way that I've seen. So if you go along this road with me, right? If you put yourself in a situation to where you're willing to go out of your own comfort zone or changing up your own standards, we'll say that you're changing up your own standards. Does that not heighten what he says as far as his meaning? Like, I'm willing to go out of my shell to shoot this shot, to make sure y'all pay attention to me shooting this shot. Remember, he did all of that social media mess before the song dropped. Think about it. Without the social media nonsense, right? How many people really pay attention to the song? You know what I'm saying? There was a build-up and then pow. Build up. Got the people talking. Okay, bet now. Wow. That's the way I see it. But a part of me is like, okay, are you giving this dude, you giving Cyhi grace? Are you giving him bail? At the end of the day, he did a goofy act. So I'm conflicted. Like you did a goofy act to achieve a certain result. So I had to ask myself, would I be able to excuse the back and forth between T.I. and 50 Cent? More specifically on 50 Cent's side, the trolling, the memes and all of that, if after he did it, he dropped something. He got in the booth, dropped something. And I'm gonna say he dropped something regardless if it's good or bad. He dropped something. He shot his shots. If I'm being honest, I'll probably go excuse it. And again, it's a goofy act. It's not a manly act, but I will probably excuse it. So in this instance, I'm using the same logic I would use for 50. And that mess he be doing, had he dropped a song in comparison to Cyhi The Prynce doing goofy stuff online, unmanly behavior. But then he, in reality, shot a shot. Let's get to it.
I think his ego got the best of him when he said something along the lines of, he had the best verse on Looking for Trouble, or he ain't never get cooked on a verse. And then everybody was like, no, Cole cooked you. Like everybody said it. And I think that pissed him off to where he was like, okay, let me do this track and take jabs. Because he didn't really diss Cole. Like it was just like minor jabs, like very, very minor jabs.
They tapped him a little bit.
It was like slap on the wrist. It's not nothing to like go crazy about. Like, I mean, he's lyrically unbelievable on the record, but like it's not like scathing. It's like, oh, okay, he wants like competition. And I don't see anything wrong with that. In my personal opinion, I don't see anything.
Now, I respect that aspect, but I guess for me, and I'll pass it to my guy, Sin, I just feel like in this age of perception being fact, sadly, we can't control that. Once you perceive that something like you're fighting uphill to change that narrative, he's too talented and too gifted of a marksman to where it's like most people are going to look at him, oh, that's the guy that was clout chasing J. Cole when he dropped the fall of, as opposed to him being a top tier lyricist. And I feel like his message is going to get lost because of what people perceive the purpose of being. So I feel like he's playing a dangerous game right now.
I agree. You know, I agree with you 100% on that. I can't dispute that. It's on you, brother.
Yeah. Here's my thing on it. I'm kind of mad because originally when Cyhi first came on Twitter talking about, MCs or rappers being like, college dropouts or whatever, and learning hip hop or learning how to write, from a college dorm room or whatever picture he was trying to paint. There was a part, and I was here on a live, and there were large parts of that I actually agreed with originally, right? There's a lot of, when we're so far removed, I mean, again, hip hop is 50 years old. When we're so far removed from the era that we grew up in, there's either street artists that are doing whatever they need to do to get out of the streets, or there are, artists that are a little bit more, they do their homework a little bit more, but you can sort of hear that they're doing homework and not totally living it, And so I kind of agree with that sentiment. But then he started putting the records out, and then he started going at Cole, and I'm just like, to me personally, I hate when I'm on somebody's side, and then it starts feeling more like they were saying something to jump on a wagon or get on a trend, rather than actually just saying it because they were feeling it. Now, I'm not saying Cyhi's lying or grifting or whatever, right? I honestly feel, I think he actually feels like what he's saying. But the fact that he is now going at Cole when he said it wasn't originally about Cole, I don't know. It just now it feels a little bit more grifty. Now it feels a little bit more clout chasey. And I also agree with what Mickey's saying. Like, if you feel the type of way, I would prefer bars to tweets, honestly, or bars to Instagram captions. But I also feel like there's kind of levels to this. Like when Kendrick was going at all of those names, those are all names that he was associated with. Those were people from his class, right? Around the blog era. They were all kind of in the same weight class until they started separating. There was separation that was made. But at this point, it's like Cyhi's career, for better or worse, like his career kind of peak was My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. He did drop, what was it? No Drugs on Sundays, or what? Is that right? No Dope on Sundays. Thank you. No Dope on Sundays, which was a great project, but like in terms of his popularity, in terms of his name ringing bells, it was his work with Kanye that was really putting his name out there. And since then, no.
Okay. He's shooting above his head. I mean, he's saying it in a nice way. He said it in a nice way. Shout out to the Rap Roundtable, but he's saying it in a nice way. The straight to the point way of saying it is he's shooting above his head. Kind of, you gotta think about it like this. Remember, it was some of y'all. When Joey Badass was out here shooting his shot, and then we gonna get to side B. When Joey Badass was out here shooting this shot, which eventually led to the Hip Hop Royal Rumble. and Rayvon popped outside after shooting his shot, especially from New York. I remember the reaction to that. Ooh, this ain't got nothing to do with it. They need to tie that little pup up. He doing too much. You need to let the big dogs talk and all this other. I remember that conversation, man. That was the buzz. Joey 2 season for him. Rayvon ain't ready. He need more. I remember that. This is what everybody was saying. It's literally the same sentiments. Do you? Is this a matter? Do we share them or not? I done kind of got to the point where it's like, who the hell are we to say who shoot at what angle, what heights up, whatever? My thing is, don't be shooting down. Like, don't be trying to picture the right example. Yeah, what's a good example? Because I want to make sure I'm being like, don't be Kendrick shooting down at like I don't know. I don't listen to like little tiny little some names, picture some. You know what? Kendrick shooting at Chris Patrick. That's shooting down. That's whack. That's whack. Now, if it's in a way or in a situation to where it's like a cat from an upper echelon level is shooting at somebody that we all have come to a consensus is that next one, cool, that makes sense. But like some random no name dude just came in, you know what I'm saying, still ain't really stamped or solidified himself on the legit I'm not underground cat type thing. Y'all know what I mean. But let's get to the side B. Now, Baby Keem outside. Baby Keem is outside. He in the NYC. Caught a glimpse of his show, and he looked like he rocking it out. Another reason I really wanted to catch this show is because I plan on going to when he gets to Detroit in May. He's doing a show in May in Detroit. I think it's like at the Fillmore. So this will be my first time to get to see what the experience is like at a Baby Keem show. More of a theater type setting. So we're gonna check it out. Plus, it was a little surprise. Baby Keem snuck a surprise. Hold on, like, comment, subscribe. I'm about to tell you something. So you gotta like, comment, subscribe, and all that other good stuff. But you know I gotta say it one time. One time. You smoking, I'm smoking, you drinking. I ain't drinking tonight. I drank last time. I'm probably drink next show. Depending on when I put it out. I put one out Saturday out. I'm drinking that night. But yeah, made me lose track. He snuck a little surprise. We're gonna check out. And I'm gonna tell you something. Cause y'all gonna be mad when y'all see it. Man, why you ain't? Tell you why. Get to it.
WW. I never knew a love. Oh, like this. Oh.
Now, he did reveal a little snippet of the Good Flirts video. I did not feel that 15 seconds was worth chasing to y'all, because I'm not about to whet our appetites for a video that we all clamoring for. 15 seconds? You know what 15 seconds sound like? Sound like put the tip in. If you know, you know. You just put the, and then you gotta get up out of there. Who actually sticks to that once you say it? Like, so I'm not gonna do that to y'all. I'm not gonna do that to us. When the actual video come out, we gonna sit here, we gonna smoke and chill and drink, and we gonna react to the actual video. But we wasn't chasing the 15 seconds worth of video. But we is gonna check out this show. I'm curious of what the energy is like, because at 42 years old, I want to make sure my concert experience is enjoyable.
Oh my God, he cut it off, bro. He cut it off. Damn it. Damn, bro. We got the Circus concert, and then we got Good Flirts video. I told you. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna need all your motherfucking sanity tonight.
Shout out to the VILL. I don't know if I said it or not. But, you know, you got to say these things, because when you get these clips and stuff, you want to give people proper credit. Now, if you want to see the 15 seconds, it's going to be linked in the description. Check out the little 15 seconds if you want to tease yourself like that. It's cool. Just go in his comments and be like, you know, Kush Equilibrium. You know, let them know you came from over here type shit. Whatever. Help me help us. Gain some recognition and some all that other shit. But let's go.
Sanity right now. Lose your motherfucking sanity right now. Do your thing. Yeah. Bitch. I'm having trouble with my 911. Smoking your chest and I know it way heavy. I'm out of her rubber, you gotta come get me. She always talking like she understands me. I go with the nerves on stage, I go let me. I don't have feelings.
They be marching? They be marching at a Baby Keem concert? Look, I'm gonna have to go up deck. I'm going up deck. That just told me I'm not about to be down there with y'all. I gotta look at the layout for the film more. But look, don't march into me. Do not march into me. I'm gonna take that personally. Feel some type of way. Don't march into me. March that way. March that way. But they rocking out with the show though. This look. I want to oh shit. I got incense.
What?
Damn, incense sets the damn fire alarm off. I had to, you know, put my incense out. That's crazy. I got like 2 of them going. Oh, I forgot I got this. Yeah. It's smoky in here. You guys can't see it. Hold on. Yeah, I might have to go up top. I might go up top.
I'm back on my business. I'm feeling I'm killing them boys.
Well, Elmo! It's Elmo! Now, if you know, you know. Oh my God.
Hey, Martian, boy.
I can't go no way. They keep playing on my name and I just play it off like I'm raised in casino. I got that to change me. If I ever get you dirty, would you even blame me?
Hey, it's the same color scheme or aesthetic as the Casino live album release, whatever.
Chains off. Ain't no circus in this rap. They turn this shit inside out. If you fucking crazy, you can fuck around and find out.
FAFO.
Grab my dad, I hit the 95 to get some closure. I wouldn't say I took it well, I walk around my pulling. I think I've tried a million times. These days I barely had a heart, I just accept the truth. See, Sharon always told me kissing unapologetic. I got the world on my shirt.
R.I.P., man.
I got a list of bitch ass niggas that I'm not forgiving. I'll even cut my.
It's just as a, you know, as somebody who's watching this to gain more understanding of what it's going to be like to go to an actual Baby Keem show, what's the aesthetics of it and everything. It still looked like something I'm trying to go to, something I'm trying to put up to. So, especially, I mean, them tickets weren't too bad. When I checked, it was like $158 for the section I was looking at. And then the section up was like 105, 115, somewhere in that range. Yeah, I don't want to be a part of the moshing. That's my only thing. That's my only thing. I don't want to be a part of it. Now, I don't mind watching people mosh out and do their thing. Like, oh, that's what's up. Hey, we like, you know, that you over there, I'm over here. No accidental spillage of unwanted energy my way. That work out. Let's finish this out.
This life I'm living. He needs to do family ties. He needs to do family ties, bro. He has to do family ties. Woo! He has to, right? My God.
Yeah, well. What y'all think? What y'all think? Show look live. Show look turned up. Arcade made. I'm glad because, I mean, one of the few positives of this here YouTube streets thing is you get to sneak peek stuff like this before you make that financial commitment to be like, you know what? Okay, yeah, I could have put this under whatever, something else more important. So to see, okay, there's a better chance that even if I put this money to this event, I'm gonna have a blast. You know what I'm saying? So that was cool to see. We know there's a video coming, so we're gonna be ready for that. What else we got going on? Oh, I'm introducing a new liquor, y'all. Did we grown? Y'all put the kids to bed, right? Because I don't be talking about stuff with the children around. My Hennessy drinkers. I want to introduce a liquor to y'all. It's not no paid sponsor or nothing. It's just that me passing tips along to, you know, you might want to change up. You know, we all get to that moment where we get bored with a liquor, you want to change up or whatever. I think it's the same taste. The quality, I think, is better. A lot smoother. But I ain't gonna say too much until I can tell y'all. Once I get it, I'll incorporate it in a show in some kind of manner. But I'm Oops Great. This is Kush Equilibrium. Appreciate y'all putting up another smoke break while we talk about this hip hop thing. See it at the bottom of the screen. See it at the bottom of the screen. And for the whole price of free ski, for the $5 discount, 5-finger discount, or however that phrase goes, you can be a subscriber. On that note, I'm gonna finish smoking. Y'all heard my fire alarm go off and everything. I kept the show going through a fire alarm. I mean, there was no fire. There was no fire. I had 2 incense burning on top of, I don't know if how many of y'all are familiar with Stizzy's, but they got a lot of extra stuff. They got a little extra stuff. Stuff is just going on with it. It makes the smoke a little heavier. So it's a lot going on. Got the door closed. You know, I normally had a window crack. This is the one few times. It's the perfect ambient temperature. So that's how that happened. I want y'all to be like, oh, we watched Oops the Great unalive itself while he was trying to record. Like, oh no. But guys, I appreciate y'all. Next time's the next time.
Count that fucking money, man. Count the money. You gonna get yours, B. You gonna get yours, man.